How's everybody doing? My name's Mike. I got Miss April with us today, and I have my dog over there on place. He's just going to be hanging out, observing. He kind of provides a distraction for her. So what we're going to be doing today is, you see I have some ottomans set up here in a line. And as you can see, April is a fearful dog. She's actually shaking right now. This happens every time I put a leash on her and we go to do something for the first few minutes. She shakes, but as soon as we start doing an exercise, she becomes very comfortable, and I'm actually able to give her affection now, whereas before she was so scared there's no way I could give her affection. I would lose her trust. So back to the exercise, we have these ottomans set up, and I'm going to be just using them to heel through, and I'm going to be weaving in and out. And she has to make a choice. She has a real bad habit of wanting to go, especially when I first got her, she would want to split the leash, right? So if there was a pillar, she would try to go on the other side just to flee, just to get away, especially with me, a stranger, on the line with her. So I'm going to be having her heel in and out of here, and then I'm going to be telling her, good girl, when she chooses to come my way. That's the whole point of the exercise, is for her to choose to walk with me instead of splitting the ottoman. Instead of splitting us, I want her to come with me. So and like I said, she's a fearful dog, so you can see the state she's in right now. See how she's shaking, unsure. Now watch what happens when we start doing this exercise. Heel. So she's got to go slow. She's got to go with me. Go like this. Good. See, she came with me. Right? So right here. Good. See, when she turns, that's what I want. Good girl. Good. Good girl. And then I can kind of switch it up for her. Sit. So I can make her sit. Good girl. Good sit. Heel. Sit. Atta girl. Heel. Good girl. Again, the point of this exercise, good, is that she comes with me through these small spaces. Dogs who are fearful especially get freaked out. Good girl. They get freaked out about these small areas, especially having to be, good girl, in a small area with me, with the human. Good girl. Good job, girl. Good girl. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Atta girl. Good girl. Good sit. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Heel. Good. Good girl. Then kind of switch it up and I go different ways. Good girl. Sometimes I might just circle one ottoman. Good girl. So it makes it so she has to pay attention to me. Good girl. That's a good girl. Sit. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Heel. Sit. So now she stopped. Good girl. Good sit. So she stopped shaking just after a few minutes of working her. So that's why dogs need obedience. They need a job. Sit. She feels comfortable when I've given her something to do. Heel. And as soon as I stop giving her something to do, you see she gets a little antsy. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Good sit. Good girl. See, I can give her affection now because she's not shaking. Good girl. Good sit. Heel. Sit. Good girl. And that's a big deal. Sit. Good girl. This is a huge deal for this dog. For less than a week, me being able to give affection. Sit. This is a huge deal for her. I really can't explain how this is the hardest thing to get over, was her being able to accept affection and her getting out of that that fear state first before getting the affection. And the key was obedience and using a leash to train. You would never use treats on any dog to train obedience, but especially a fearful dog. And unfortunately, that is what happens with 90% of the dog trainers out here are using treats, and it is not beneficial for her. And she is the type of dog that goes to a shelter and gets put down because she is so fearful, and people don't know how to handle it, and it only becomes worse. But fortunately for this dog, the owners did the right thing, the proper thing, and they came to someone like me who is, we're solving the root of her problem, the real issue that she is having. So she is doing a great job. Good girl, good sit, good girl, good girl. That's a good time to end the session. But she did a great job. We just want to make baby steps for them and lead them along the way. And now she's looking to me for what to do. When she doesn't know, she looks at me, what would you like me to do, when she's confused, rather than fleeing the situation constantly. That's the first step. You have to block that flight behavior. Then you have to give her a job on what to do. And then you will see, if you do it properly, you will see that fear, that anxiety just melt away from the dog. Good job, girl.